Yo, what is up guys? Anthony here, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how we took a completely unbranded product listing from AliExpress that looked like ass, and we took that product and built out a completely high converting landing page that we can now use to sell this product that looks like this. I'm going to be walking through exactly step by step how we built this page from scratch using AI, and it only took about 20 minutes to generate all of the copy and then import all of this into this app. So make sure you stick around until the end because I'm going to show you exactly how we did this and then give you the actual prompt in this video as well. Unfortunately, I do have to do a subtle flex in terms of my results because it leads to higher viewer retention for whatever reason. So I scaled my first, if you're new to the channel, I scaled my first dropshipping business to $1.2 million in its first year. I've helped several students at this point. Some have generated $5,000 in a single day profitably. Some have hit as high as 15K in a single day at 100K in a single month. I've helped several beginners hit their first 1K days, 25K in a single month. Several beginners hit their first sales ever as complete beginners in dropshipping. I've also been in e-com and marketing for the last 6 going on 7 years, and I've helped several brands scale from 6 to 7 figures in a single month. And at this point in my career, I've generated well over $100 million in paid advertising revenue for Shopify brands. So now all of that out of the way, let's get into what you actually came to this video for, which is teaching you how to do this on screen right here. Really quick, I said that I actually did all of this with AI and I wasn't joking. I literally built out this entire template, and the purpose of this template is to basically generate an entire landing page using ChatGPT where the only thing that you need to give the AI is your product description and your customer reviews. And most people, when they think about building stores, especially when they're beginners, they're going after all the shiny themes. They want to make the store look really pretty. They're using a bunch of apps, when in reality, none of that matters. None of that shit fucking matters. What matters is the framework of the landing page is structured in such a way that it sells people on the product. That is the goal of your landing page. If your landing page is not selling people and taking your cold audience members and turning them into buyers, then it's not a good landing page. I don't care how good it looks. I don't care if you're using Shrine Pro, whatever. It needs to convert. So in order to understand the framework or the mechanisms that make someone actually convert, the way I built this prompt was basically taking, I took about 20 or so landing pages from the top 8 and 9 figure brands, Shopify brands, as well as big dropshipping brands in the space. I worked with ChatGPT using these examples to basically reverse engineer what these brands were doing and the way and the structure in which they were building landing pages so that I could take those exact structures and simply replicate them for my product. So everything that you see on screen here is in some way, shape, or form in this order being leveraged by the top 8 and 9 figure brands that are converting cold traffic on Shopify like crazy. And because I have a really bad habit of rambling in videos and taking way too long to get to the point, I'm going to give myself another 7 minutes because I've got 10 minutes to record the entire video to basically walk through each of these sections, give you an insight as to why they're there so you can understand why they're there. And in you understanding why they're there, it's going to allow for you to understand the nuances and the psychology of what's actually going on. So that way you're not just relying on just copy pasting. You can take all of these elements and modify them to your specific store. There's certain sections, as we'll talk through, that don't make sense for other stores that do make sense for other stores. So understanding the why behind this is going to give you a lot more power as a marketer. So you're not just blindly copy and pasting things that you see in this video. So let's walk through the exact steps and these sections for the entire landing page and then show you how this works and how we built it in real time. So as you can see, starting with the core mass desire identification, basically the first thing we want to do is make sure that the AI actually understands the product and the main thing that people want to get out of the product. For every single product, there's one mass desire, one overarching thing that everyone in the total addressable market wants. So we use this section here to basically allow the AI to identify that using only the product description and then the customer reviews. Then we're going to build in order, starting first with the hero section. And this is the most important section of the page because this is what 90% plus of your traffic is actually, that lands on the site, is actually going to see. Most of the traffic, or as you start to scroll down the page, you actually lose more and more visibility. So it really matters that the hero section has all of the key components and you spend probably about 70-80% of your time really nailing the hero section. So as you can see, for our product name, obviously we have the trust reviews up here at the top. Then we're going to do a product name, and we're not just going to call our product like, I don't know, collagen face masks. we're going to call the product name, the core promise of the product, and then the time frame of the product to achieve those results. Just pulling up my example that I generated using Claude. As you can see, the actual title of the product is not just going to be temporary eye tightener. It's going to be temporary eye tightener, erase eye bags in 3 minutes. So that way, anyone who clicks on the page, as soon as they land, literally instantly when they land, they know exactly what the product is, what it does, and how long it's going to take for them to get the result. And then the rest of the stuff here is pretty much textbook. You have the main headline, then you have a very short piece of body copy, usually to describe who this product is for or emphasize certain benefits. And then we're doing benefit-driven bullet points so we can give our audience bite-sized information. Again, everything here is tailored to how can we communicate everything we want the audience to know in as few words and with as little cognitive effort on their end as possible. Then after we have the hero section, we're going to go into 2 more sections here. We have the results preview. This is basically where we're showcasing proof that the product does what we say it does. Very important that you start with this because people's BS meters are at an all-time high. They want to see exactly whether or not your product can do what you're claiming to do in the main headline. So very straightforward. We're doing one headline, which is basically achieve core benefit in time frame. And then from there, you can do a couple of flowing paragraphs, 2 to 3, that kind of describe the product and the benefits in further detail. Very important, though, that you have some images to go along with this to showcase exactly what those benefits are or what the results are. And then we have the emotional transformation. And this is basically where we want to sell people on the idea of them being able to not just get the benefit of the product, but to achieve a certain outcome or a certain emotional state through this product. Most people don't want the biocollagen face masks. They want what they think, or they want how the biocollagen face masks they think will make them feel, if that makes sense. I just totally rambled there. But basically, we're trying to get to whatever that emotional transformation statement is. And so we can really hit them hard with emotion. So as you can see in the example copy that I have here, we have our emotional transformation as rediscover your confidence without expensive treatments. Remember when you used to love every photo of yourself? That feeling can be yours again. So that's the kind of copy and emotional transformation that you want to have in this section. So we are really selling people on this future vision of themselves that they really, really want to achieve. And sections 4 and 5 are really going to depend on what your product is. So now that we've sold them with emotion, it's time to get them to justify with logic. So whether your product is an electronic or a device, or whether it is more of a consumable with actual ingredients, you can either use section 4 or section 5. You don't need both. But basically, both of these are designed so that you can basically take any key features or ingredients and then highlight them and then break down how they help contribute to someone achieving the benefit of this particular product. Going back to my example with this eye cream, essentially, if my promise is that I'm going to promise someone that they can achieve visibly younger looking eyes in just 3 minutes, then sections 4 and 5 need to basically break down the ingredients that allow someone to achieve what I'm saying here. Basically, what elements of the product actually make this possible. Section number 6 is going to be what we call expert validation. So ideally, you have some type of proof here from an expert, whether that be a doctor, a hairstylist, beauty consultant, whatever, someone who can vouch for not your product specifically, but certain ingredients that your product has, certain features that your product has. You can take a memorable quote from another publisher. Basically, you just want to have some proof from a third-party source that there is credence to what you're marketing. And again, it doesn't have to be for your product specifically. If you could find a big publication that says, let's say like protein or peptide complex in eye serums really, really helps with getting rid of eye bags, then that's what you can put here. And then sections 7 and 8, starting with number 7, basically we're just going to call out who this product is for. So we could say it works best for people with this skin type, or it works best for people who want to achieve X, Y, Z. And then we follow up with basically a social proof stack that ideally features testimonials and transformations from whoever you're describing here. So if you say this is best for women, older women who want to reclaim their confidence and get younger looking eyes, then your social proof stack should feature older demographics achieving that specific transformation. So we get them to identify with who this product works best for, and then boom, we show them proof of other people that they can identify with achieving exactly what we've been saying for the entirety of the landing page. Then sections 9 and 10 are really, really logical. We're basically, at this point, we've sold them emotionally and we've given them substantial proof of what the product does. Now this is where we can kick into logic, and this is where the sort of smaller objections and things that we need to overcome kick into play. So the problem solution section is basically calling out specific challenges that the product solves. and then how the product solves them, and then specific results. Again, this is the time to be a little bit more logical. And then the FAQ section is basically any misconceptions, hesitations, or potential objections the customer has. We want to overcome them here. So you want to kind of like read your mind or read their mind. And the easiest way to get the FAQs is to take any of your customer reviews, throw them into ChatGPT and ask it, what are the most common misconceptions, objections that people could have before buying this product? Give those to me as questions and then give me the answers. So we have prompts inside of God Tier Ecom to do that for you, but that's basically what they achieve. And you can take, so if people have hesitations like, does this eye cream work with this skin type? Or does this eye cream help with this skin condition? Those are hesitations that may prevent them from purchasing that you want to overcome in the FAQ. This is basically like our last defense against any hesitations or objections. You can also handle things like shipping objections, timeframes for shipping, delivery times, etc., inside of the FAQ as well. And then lastly, we end with our closing conversion. And this is basically our main headline. This is like, okay, we've done everything we can. Let's close them finally with that main transformation. So it's going to be something like, transform your eyes and rediscover your confidence in 3 minutes or less using this product, image, and then link to the product. That should take them ideally either to the cart or to the checkout. Going to the bottom in terms of the tone guidelines, basically all the landing pages that I've looked through are professional but conversational. There's not a lot of fluff, and the reading level is very, very low. The actual like grade level of the reading required to interpret the landing page or understand the page is very, very low. So you want to be using very simple language. Be clear, be professional. Don't use a lot of fluff. Don't use a lot of jargon. Imagine that your audience has no clue what you're talking about. So you need to dumb it down for them. And that's not a demeaning thing or a bad thing. The more simple that you can explain something, the more comprehension you're going to get on the part of the audience, which means more understanding of what the product does, which means potentially more conversions for you. So keep it very simple. Don't have a bunch of paragraphs. Keep it very, very simple. Make the content as digestible and bite-sized as possible. And I promise you will see better results. Before I actually give you the prompt, I want to show you one more example of me just literally using this. Again, all I pasted here was the actual input instructions. And for this product, I was using the Biocollagen face mask, a very popular product, and threw it into Claude. And as you can see, I generated everything that I just showed you in this video. I have the main headline, Biocollagen face mask, wake up to transformed skin in just one night. We have the body copy, the key benefits. I have the emotional transformation, the scientific technology breakdown, literally all of this stuff. You just copy it like this, or you could hire someone to copy it for you and paste it into Funnelish, and boom, your landing page copy is completely finished. All you need to do on your part is find some of the images and the testimonials. But in terms of like in 80% of the landing page, you're basically finished. So this prompt is not designed to get you 100% of the way there. It's designed to get you from 0 to 80% done as quickly as possible. And it literally takes like 5 minutes to generate all of this, and then probably another 15 to 25 minutes to actually put it into either Funnelish or Shopify. All right, and that is going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Been getting a lot of love on the channel recently, and I read all the comments, so I appreciate all the love and the feedback, and hopefully you're getting a ton of value out of these videos. Now, if you're interested in gaining access to this prompt, it's going to be one of the first links in the description. But if you want to see how I build 7-figure dropshipping businesses from scratch, and if you want to gain access to more systems and standard operating procedures like this one, then make sure to hit the first link in the description to check out God Tier Ecom. The price is the lowest it will ever be. Not only are you going to get access to all the systems that I used to build my first ever dropshipping business successfully to over $1 million in its first year, and that several students at this point have generated hundreds of thousands of dollars with, but you're also going to get access to 3 weekly Q&As with myself, as well as a free one-on-one coaching call. And it's like $500 worth of free spy tools like PP ads, EU spy, all that good stuff. We have shared accounts in the group for free. So it's literally an instant ROI if you join. The price is the lowest it will ever be before it goes up in the new year. So if you want access to everything that I just rambled on about for the last minute of this video, then hit the first link. There's a 7-day money back guarantee. If you try it and you hate it, you can literally get your money back. So there's no risk. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you got a ton of value, and stop watching videos. Go take some fucking action. Let's go.